I don't even kind of know how to define this feeling clearly, but okay, I would explain it as the matter of, we always can find a problem, a concern, something to worry about, something to be sad, depressed about. And at the same time, this force, this burning feeling in your chest, it can motivate you, push you forward, make you overcome anything and become the best version of yourself and turn the failure, any bad situation into victory. It can work like in both ways depending on how you decided to work. I always remain happy no matter what happens. I always find something to thank for, to be grateful for, no matter what happens to me, no matter what life throws at me. And I can define destiny as an equation of inevitable circumstances and situations that life throws at you, minus your attitude towards it, how we turn it into our rocket fuel, and next all of this multiplied by your actions. As long as I'm doing my best and performing at the level of my capacity, I'm executing, I'm doing what depends on me, and I let go everything else. Everything, like in this situation, everything just works in my favor because no matter what happens to me, no matter what kind of inevitable occurs on my way, I did my best. I've taken actions. I interpreted a bad situation in a good way. Since I did my best, I contributed my part. I did what I could, what depended on me. So since I did it all, I can let go of everything else and simply hand it to the God, to the higher power, to the universe, and let them decide how my life is gonna unfold in the future. At this beautiful point comes a real unconditional acceptance of anything in your life, whether it's good or bad, and no matter how bad it is, you just simply breathe and understand, oh my God, like, I'm such a lucky person. Even if it feels bad, you can still say, oh yeah, I'm grateful for having 2 arms, 2 legs, for having my parents, having fresh air, opportunity to fall in love in this life. Even if you have no money, you have wisdom, you have experience, you have time, you are young and you can earn. I don't want to say that it's an absolute complete gratitude. It's more about, unconditional acceptance, really. You don't deny, like, what you're worried and concerned about, but you also consider good and something that you have, that you can be grateful for. At some point in my life, I started noticing that the real thing that matters to me is not how much money I had or who I was. No, something that, just my personal story, my personal journey, my personal book, my personal movie that I lived, how courageous I've been, what kind of situations I went through, where I found courage, determination, bravery to overcome some of my fears and, become the best version of myself, where I've been proud of myself, really, truly proud. What pain I experienced, what suffering I went through, it all starts mattering more than any money, any job, any title, any recognition, just your personal journey of your personal spiritual growth. Even if I lose everything, I still have myself. 3 things that cannot be taken away from me: my body, my mind, and my soul. And my story, what I lived, my actions that I've taken, my freedom that I was using, whether in a bad or in a good way, how many people I helped, whether I protected weaker people, whether I stood up for weaker people. And I think truly become rich not by money or by property that you possess, but by this fullness, this fulfillment, this satisfaction that you have regardless of what material things you possess, regardless of your title, your job, or how many people know you. Somebody can take away everything from you, and you still feel at peace, you still feel free, you still feel this joy and this excitement for new adventures, for new discoveries, for new challenges that you can take on. Because just at the end of the day, when we die, we'll lose everything material, like money, our bank accounts, our houses. So just use this formula. Something that is thrown at you, whether it's good or bad, use it, turn it into your advantage. If it's bad, turn it into your rocket fuel, multiplied by your actions that will lead you to prosperity, to happiness, to peace of mind. Something that was thrown at you inevitably cannot be changed by you. This is the circumstance that just was reserved for you, okay? Like, profit by it, take advantage of it, and do not be afraid of taking an experimentation. That is exactly something that makes our life beautiful. Experience the full range of emotions, the all spectrum of feelings, whether they're good or bad. What must you do until your time here is over? Who must you become until you're gone? What kind of version of yourself you gotta be until you're gone? What kind of challenges, trials you gotta encounter until your time here is over? And what the full of life you must taste that you've never known before? You're about to live the life of your dream.